I had this question asked to me so many times. How do you race on Gran Turismo? How do you drift on Gran Turismo? How do you take steps in becoming a good driver on Gran Turismo Sport? Well, that's a good question, my friends. Tonight is a night. This is episode 3. I know I put episode 1 twice for the previous episodes I did, but y'all get the point. But anyways, we're back on Gran Turismo Sport. And this is the question. I'm gonna repeat it again. How do you race? How do I race? How do I drift? And how do I become a really good driver? Or how I became one? Well, there's a lot of steps that I take into racing and becoming a really good driver. Drifting, I'm pretty much all around. Like, I could do pretty much everything in this game, without a doubt. Like, I'm superior, I'm decent, but I'm not like one of those best drivers that's in the star ranks, but I will get up there eventually. As you can see right now, I am in the A rank, because I found after doing a lot of Group 3 races on Coyote, or whatever, Kyoto or something like that? The driving park? Yeah. I was mostly doing Group 3. Yeah, I was mostly doing Group 3 races, and I was also doing the one make as well. Yeah, this is the race that I've been running most of the time. And I also done a couple other Group 4 on the Nürburgring as well. But this I will not do because people cannot handle the Renault Sport Clio V6 that well. So how do you race? Well, I usually race in regular lobbies against online people, or I go arcade and make my own custom races, or I could do a time trial or a single race, but I'm gonna do it in this order. So we're gonna do it in a single race. But I'm gonna make the car stock for you guys, because I don't want to be overpowered and then, oh, I'm too fast for them. So we're gonna take this to Catalonia. Gonna go afternoon. Why don't we start basic with Group 1? So I'm gonna pull this Mercedes. No, that's way too fast. I'm gonna make it stock for you, so damn, I wanna go fast, but I don't wanna go like too fast. It's this game, you could do whatever, so whatever. So I'm gonna pull the Peugeot Total 10. Professional. And of course it doesn't have my livery. Okay, so we got a R18. We got the TS50. 919. TS30. SRT Tomahawk. Hyundai. R18 2011. LM55. Audi VGT. Alpine. Then there's me. And there's another one. And there's another Peugeot, but that's the L750R hybrid. McLaren, Sauber Mercedes, 962C, R92CP, Jaguar XJR9. And this is not even fair. Alright, so I'm gonna make it stop for you guys, because I don't want to be overpowered and then it's not even fair to you all, so I'm gonna make it fair. I already know what my top speed was. It was exactly 249. Alright, let's do this. I'll show y'all how I go. So there's 3 laps around Catalonia. As you can see, I'm right behind the Alpine. I took that corner pretty sharp. As you can see, I'm gonna swing right past it. And what you want to do on certain tracks, don't take corners way too fast, because there's sometimes that you can overshoot it. Yeah, I don't want to hit the AI, so I'm playing clean right now, because There are some times where I will hit an AI and I don't like playing dirty. I like playing clean. I will admit that now. I know I could have took that corner faster, but I'm not gonna risk. Got past them. Ooh, I actually like how I did that. Okay, I'm right behind Toyota here. Alright, now we're coming up on the fast. Well, somewhat fast. Now that RA team might be a problem, but I am gonna try to catch it. Because it's usually down when it comes to group ones, so they always gotta put the RA team in front. Damn, the RA team got me. At least second place though, I can't really complain about that. That was actually a really good one though. Not even gonna lie. Alright, so I got second place. Even though I could have been up. I could have aimed for first. And now, we're gonna do it again, but this time, I'm gonna bring the OP side. $249 is where it's at. Here's the OP side now. See? This is the OP side. And that's what I get because I did not slow down. To become a good driver, like, at Gran Turismo overall, you just gotta know how to take your corners and don't play too cautious, because I know a lot of people that can play cautious and play dirty and actually take advantage of certain drivers. Yeah, I'm playing on a controller right now. I'm not on a wheel. I have a Logitech G29, but I just don't use it that much. Cause I'm more used to controller a lot. I'm not used to the wheel that much. You see how I almost touched that? I barely touched that. As you can see now, we're getting away from them. And there's your first. No, that's cleared. Dang. They always gotta put the LMPs in the back. Like the old LMPs, like damn. Oh, and I got a clean race bonus. Alright. Well, there's number 1. I'll save the replay for that. Hang on, let me check this out. Okay, just ignore that. Let's go on to the next. How do you race? Well, that's single player, so I'm gonna give y'all the rundown. Slowly, and then if you think that you want to take it up fast, do what you gotta do. Now for beginners, like for beginners that's starting the game, driving school always helps. As you can see, I golded every single one of them. And I know other GT Sport drivers out there that's getting the game still. It's easy to gold this game. Same as Gran Turismo 6 as well. 5, 4, and 3, if you actually know how to take the corners correct and actually know what you're doing, then you'll be on the right track. I was playing Gran Turismo 4 not too long ago, and I golded every single license. It was hard at first, but after watching Rhino GT4 a couple of times, it actually helps. Watching other YouTubers play a racing game can really help you out. So anyway, you're gonna learn the basics with the Miata. Then it's using the brakes in the Toyota 86. Do I really need to explain the rest? No, I don't. Just know you got the basics, but with the Bugatti, you gotta hit the brakes so fast. Because this thing gets off the line really quick. So if you actually know how to take off, if you actually know how to get off the jump, and then when you're coming in on that finish line and actually brake on it, then you should be able to get the gold and be on the safe side. Now about these, this is where it's at. This is really where it's at. But the fuel part with the Subaru Impreza Group 4, you have to put your fuel all the way to lean. All the way to power, you will only last 2 laps. But I recommend putting it on lean because you'll be able to stand out and last longer and be able to get ahead of all the other ARs. And then you don't gotta worry about these, well, if you get all silver, you win the $3.6 million Lamborghini Veneno. And if you all gold everything like I did, you will win this Nissan GTR safety car, which is the only safety car that you'll have. You sell this thing, you cannot get it back. And you can't get it back, you'll feel like a dummy, and you won't be able to see this car ever again. But you'll probably see other people with it, yeah. And now then there's the mission challenges. Stage 1, you got 8 stages. But I will say this now, stage 8 is the hardest because you got to deal with highway, Tokyo Expressway, that you got to deal with. Blue Moon Bay is pretty easy with Group 3s if you actually know what you're doing. Now this here, I hate it. Same thing with, where's it at? Where's that one with the RSR? This one. This was annoying. This mission right here was so annoying. I got so tired of it. But after it only took me 2 attempts. And I actually got it. Everything else was pretty easy. Except for that 919. But Group 3s on the Nürburgring final, you complete everything. You win 2 cars. Well, you see for me, I won the McLaren Ultimate Vision Group 1, and I won a Volkswagen GTI, the Vision Gran Turismo. And you complete all stages, you win different. You'll win a Group 4 car, you'll win a rally car, you'll win a Group 3, you'll win an N car, you'll win another Group 3, you'll win another Group 3, an N car, and a Group 1 car. I was actually surprised when it landed on the R18 on my first time when I played this game. I was actually shocked because, believe it or not, the R18 out of all the Group 1s is one of the fastest LMPs and one of the faster Le Mans cars. But the fastest Vision car, if you guys don't believe it, and you may believe it, you may not, the Alpine is the first Vision. That's the fastest, fully upgraded. The second one is the Mazda, and the third one is the Bugatti right behind it. And now then there's the circuit experience. You know the game is going to get updated every day here and there. Well, not every day, it's like every month. So I say for the beginners, you guys should start out with the basics. Like this Mercedes SLS AMG GT3 2011, for example. This is basic. Like this is literally basic. Like, this is literally basic. I'm gonna keep saying it one more time. This is literally basic. You're only going in an oval. That's all you're doing. It's only an oval. And it's not that hard to get gold. And then you guys are gonna want to aim for the Blue Moon Bay with the Mustang Group 3. Turn 1 is pretty basic. If you actually know how to take that corner right, you should be on the safe page. And then you got BB Raceway with the Hyundai Genesis Group 3. So I recommend 1, 2, and 3. About this with the GTR. You go off the track, you are disqualified. So I recommend that when you take in certain corners, you know what I'm gonna do for you? I'll try to run every course for you guys. So this is gonna be a long one tonight for the time trial part. Oh, if you're wondering who Need for Speed K599 is, that's an anonymous person and you don't know. You guys shouldn't know. And I'm not gonna tell you. Yeah, I golded every single... Oh, and if you gold every single one of them, you will win a car each time that you do it. But this right here, we do not talk about the Nürburgring. Because what number was the most struggle? Number 8 was the most struggle. Oh, how do I race? That's a good question. If you actually... Okay, I'm gonna give you guys the story. I've been playing Gran Turismo for a very long time, over the decades. I played the very first Gran Turismo on the PlayStation 1. First time driving I remember driving one of the Mazdas, the Miata. I was actually pretty slow. And you know how slow cars are, so I'm not gonna really talk about that part. But when it came to the race cars, it opened my eyes. In that very moment, I realized what the real driving simulator should have been like. It's not just about who's fast, who's better, or who has the better driving skill, or somebody that has more superior skills than you. The way how Gran Turismo, the way how I see it, is all about having fun, getting your driving rating up like I did, and keeping your sportsmanship up at an S. But you see, Gran Turismo Sport is not. It's not like how the previous Gran Turismos used to be, like, you know, challenging and, you know, driving missions and stuff like that. Well, this right here actually did that. But I was kind of, if the Mercedes SLR McLaren was here, I was kind of expecting driving Mission Impossible, aka driving Mission 34 with the SLR McLaren. And we don't talk about driving Mission 34 because that was the hardest mission in Gran Turismo 4 that I ever done. It took me 15, and I'm not even gonna lie, 15 attempts. Yeah, 15 attempts with that SLR McLaren, trying to do it clean, trying to do it right, taking shortcuts. But when I did it again, I actually took the shortcuts right instead of hitting the wall. I had the wall right, I ain't had no choice. But that's old previous Gran Turismo, so yeah. So I will admit that now. Alright, so I'm gonna give you guys the rundown on, I guess I could do every course for y'all and then go get to the drifting part. I'm gonna do every course for y'all. Alright, so we're gonna do 3 laps around Northern Isle. But I'm gonna do it in a group 3. I'm gonna pick something like this. So I'm gonna do it in a Corvette stock. I'm gonna make it stock. So that way. Not tired. Just yawning. Surprisingly, it's still early. It's like 10 p.m. And my little sister and brother are already sleeping. I don't know why. And we have a long break. Oh yeah, and this is so I did like a rivalry match to see which car was the fastest. Tomahawk took it all. And the Chaparral was right third. The one group 2 that actually got ahead of everything, believe it or not, the Exit Navi actually did a good job. Alright, so I'm gonna run stock so that you guys can get the rundown. Just 3 laps around. Okay, so my top speed was at 211, okay. Alright, so this is stock. And then I'll let you guys watch the replay. You see, not all the time you have to brake. Cause it's literally going in an oval. Like legit. You see how my ghost is trying to catch me? Can't let the ghost beat me. Okay, this time the ghost got me. Yeah, you see? It was just a little... I know I was gonna say 3 laps, but 4 laps is just basic. And you see I only got $550 because you know this track is obviously short. It's not the very best. Don't worry, the stats are not gonna change. Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys the replay. See? Literally an oval. Do I want to save the replay? Yes, because every good replay that I have for you guys will be amazed. And I'll take more race photos as well and put that in. Alright, here comes the final lap around. And there you have it, that's Northern Isle. So, for average drivers out there and beginners, it's literally an oval. You don't have to brake. Like, literally any car, you don't have to brake. Probably in Group X, in certain cars, you will have to brake. Unless if you guys want me to show you the OP side. Yeah, might as well. Okay, so here's the OP side now. Ooh. Okay, I went way too fast off of that. Yeah, that's my stock ghost. Ooh, my ghost nearly got me on that. And there, you guys got the difference. Anything stock or overpowered, it does not matter. See? And the stats don't change. Session result. So this was... Okay, so this was before, okay. Now we don't need to get the replay again. Oh, and about the Lewis Hamilton challenge, well, if you actually know how to take your corners, like this professional six-time, yeah, he's a six-time F1 world champion. If you actually know how to take your corners and set fast times, well, you see, I got all gold. Everything has to be done in manual for me. But I know I can do it. It's just that some certain tracks he could get me on. But I know I can aim for the diamond times. I just don't take my time on this, like, I don't really take my time on these tracks like that much. But I know I can do it, so. Okay, now I'll take you guys to Dragon Trail. Now, Dragon Trail is a track that was highly expected. There is certain corners, like this part right. Let me show you guys something. You see, when you're coming up, like down this straight, and in this corner, you want to take this turn right here, pretty sharp. Cause if you overshoot it, you're gonna end up hitting the barrier and spinning out. So there are certain ways to, you know, getting down and taking certain chicanes and corners and stuff like that. So you got the straight, you got turn 1, then there's turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, turn 5, and then there's turn 6. So I'm gonna give you guys the Red Bull, not the 2014. I'm going into 2019 because you know the World Tour in Sydney was actually really amazing. I enjoyed it, but I am glad that one of the Japanese guys got it. It was a side-by-side match. Oh my god. It was a photo finish too. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I seen with my very own eyes. Ooh. Yeah, same thing. Rivalry match. Top 10 cars. There's a group 2 and 12. It's like now, like the group 2s are in last. Yeah, this is mostly me with overpowered cars. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so this is Dragon Trail. Yeah, this thing is loud. But, hey. Okay, now in cars like these, if you actually know how to take the corner, you don't have to brake. So, like that. Literally, that's all you gotta do. For F1 cars or OP cars like these, yeah. Now here comes that corner I was talking about. You see that? I got past that without a problem. Now if it was in group 3s or anything like that, I would have spun out. Alright, we could go a second lap around. Of course I understeer that hard. But it's whatever. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I shouldn't have hit that. There we go. And that was Dragon Trail Seaside in the Red Bull 2019. And my previous time in this thing was a 120. Well, 122. And I set that record status twice. What the heck? That's gotta be wrong. Nah, delete that one then. There we go. And I'm gonna give you guys the replay for Dragon Trail. Unless I can do the stream as long as I can and do it in every category. And there they go with and there goes my mom and dad with an argument every single night. Here we go. And there you have it. And now we go to Colorado Springs. Now, now, here's the thing about these courses, right? We do have Sardegna, but it's also a road course, but it's also a rally course. Wait, is it a rally course? Yes, it is. So it's not many rally tracks in this game, but if I'm gonna be honest, rally cars are underrated and they're not that interesting in this game anymore. They only blew up when the game made its debut, which was in 2016, if I'm not mistaken. Hang on. Oh wow, this game is 3 years old. So it came out in 2017 and made its debut. Rally cars made their debut, and the different categories is sorted out very different. You have Group 1s, which is with the Le Mans cars and the Visions. Group 2, what they need to do is go inside the collection again and talk about Group 2s. Group 2 is pretty much the Super GT, JGTC type thing. Super GT, Japanese Grand Touring cars. That's what the whole JGTC stands for. So pretty much Group 2s and Group 1s combined is more like a GT500. Like Group 2s and Group 1s competing together. And Group 3s could be thrown in as well. But if you're gonna have Group 4 and rally cars and stuff, that'll be more like a GT300 like Gran Turismo 6 would have. Because if you were doing GT300, you would see touring cars that were in the lower category and rally cars that was also competing as well. So I'm gonna give you guys the rundown for Colorado Springs in a rally car that not many people use. Yeah, I have all of them. Okay, so here are the overrated. There's only 3 overrated rally cars, in my opinion. You guys cannot doubt me. There are 3 overrated cars, in my opinion, that I'm about to tell y'all. The Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, which is an obvious, the Audi Sport Quattro, and the Nissan GTR. Oh, and the Impreza. My bad, there's 4. The only ones that's underrated is more like the NSX, the 86, the RCZ, and the Mustang. And a GTR. I forgot the GTR is not that much. Even though I just said that that thing is over. Oh my gosh. Anyway. I'm going and, what am I taking out? That's for drifting. That one is 2. This is for drifting as well. But I can easily buy another one. But anyway, let me get into Evo. Oh yeah, and if your drivers are used to manual, manual does help out a lot. But I'm not that much of a manual person. I'm more of automatic. Like, I love driving in automatic. For some reason, I just don't have a reason for it. Oh yeah, and I did. Oh yeah, this was part of the challenges. Infinity and Honda Beat. I'm surprised the Honda Beat is right behind it. Alright, so this is dirt. Traction control off. I would never race with traction on the dirt. I don't want to hit the wall so much. Get off the wall there, come on. I don't even like Colorado Springs that much because I'm more used to the Fisherman's Valley. That I can handle. Yeah, some of these corners you gotta take real tight, so. Oh, trust me, racing people online with these on this track, oh no. Next thing you know, full lobby gets chaotic. Real quick. Ooh, okay. 128.819. I wouldn't be surprised if rally cars were on the list for online racing. Trust me, you will not get your driver rating up if you actually know how to handle it, like I did. So here's 2 laps around Colorado Springs. Save the replay, yes, and I'll let you guys have a look. So that way you guys will know how to take the corners and know how to take them. Learn how to take the corners, top speed and acceleration, but take them flat out, but not too much. Don't overshoot, and yeah. Oh, I already saved the replay. I didn't even see it. My fault. To become a really good driver, it takes a lot of skill, practice, and sacrifice. Practicing on every course and actually knowing that one course, like let's say your online race, like a one making a Lamborghini, Aventador, I'm just giving an example. Let's say Nürburgring, GPF, right? That track comes up, you know how to take the corners and actually know how to get past people without hitting them. That shouldn't be a problem for you at all. And there you have it. Colorado Springs and the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10 Group B rally car. And now I take y'all to Autodrome. Now Autodrome is this is a course, I would say this is the home. To me, this is the home of Group 3. Like, this is the #1 course that always shows up every single time for Group 3. You will never see Group 4, you will never see Group 1, and you will never see Group 2s on this course. But in my opinion, it is the home of Group 3 because, one, it's not just Group 3 cars. If you actually know, like what Lewis Hamilton mentioned and when he was in Monaco, there are certain corners, like I said, like I also mentioned, there are certain corners that you can take at high speeds, especially on tracks like these. But there are at some points where you really can't just take them flat out, because you try to take them flat out, you will end up understeering and losing control. So anyway, we're on Autodrome. I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna pull something you guys will never use, and a car that you guys will never use as much is this thing. And yes, I did get a FIA livery because I love the FIA liveries that some people recently made for the Nations Cup. I'm gonna use the restroom and we'll talk some more. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Oh, I barely paid attention to this one when I did the rival match with these. Alright, so we're in the 50 Paldi. You know what? We're gonna go racing mediums. Now, you know, let's go to racing sauce. Why not? Can I tackle rain? Of course I could tackle rain in this game. I've done it in the P1 GTR. I'm pretty sure I can do it again. In whatever car there is. Alright, third lap should be an improvement. 150.540. See? It's like because what I would usually do, I would do like every one lap and just like let it go. But not bad at 150. But you guys have a look at that. Save the replay, yes. Yeah, I realized I messed up that corner. is Dragon. I mean, Auto. I keep on saying Dragon like I'm back on Dragon Trail. Oh my god. Now here it is. Kyoto Driving Park. This I'll show y'all how to drift on eventually, but as you can see, this is the track for Group 3. So I'm gonna give you guys a lap routine on how this track goes. So usually, like with Group 3s, we would start like right here, coming out of the pits, like a little warm up. You got the straight, starting from there. Then you got turn 1, which you should take real close. So that's turn 1, and then that's turn 2. Turn 3, you should be able to take that perfectly. Now turn 4, you should not cut the track, because if you do cut the track, you will get a penalty. Going off in the grass between, like right here. Then turn 5. Then there's turn 6, which you should take real close. And then there's the straight again. Alright, so now we're gonna take this on in a Group 3 car, so I'm gonna do this in... I know I signed with Mercedes, but ever since Team BMW got the win, I should have signed a contract with BMW. Because now it's making me like BMW a lot more. Like this year, starting the year off of the preseason and manufacturer series. I guess it's RIP to Mercedes. Cause the Mercedes Mercedes had their wins over the years, but it's BMW's turn. Oh yeah, I did it in a stock Z4. Alright, so this is let me put this stock. I almost lowered the power. Oh my god. Alright, racing hards. 205 is where it's at? Okay. So we're gonna do it in the stock M6. And yes, I am still Team Apple Racing. Now here we go on this turn here. Even though the fastest car for Group 3 is literally the Toyota Supra and the FT1 Group 3. Yes? Oh my fucking god. They gotta wait. You know, let me give it to her now, because she's gonna annoy me. I'm sorry about that, guys. You know what took me so long? Cause I was watching the All-Star game. My dad was like, hum. I'm like, alright. I'm seeing LeBron in them. Oh my god. Yo, Anthony Davis missed the first free throw. But that second one, we took that shit home. I mean, we took that chip home. We took the win home. That was a good game. I could not lie. That's making me want to stream the All-Star game. Alright, we did that. Now we're going to Sardigna. Now Sardigna, we got the rally version, we got the road version, but you see everybody's mostly on the B version. You won't see many people on the C or the A. So we're gonna do Sardigna windmills. I got all night, so I was supposed to play my PS2, but I'm like, nah, I could wait till tomorrow. Cause tomorrow's Monday. I got the whole weekend, so I'm chilling. Alright, so we're doing Sardigna. And we're gonna do it in the NSX. That was a good game though. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was a good game, bro. That was a good game, bro. Oh, and another thing about becoming a really good driver, setting your own key point. Like, because when you get up in that star level, everything changes. Not everything is gonna be the same. Like once you hit that star level, everything changes. Meaning, you got a lot of risk to take, especially if you get picked to be in especially if you get picked for the manufacturer series, and then you gotta travel around the world racing these other guys. Damn, they knocking out the internet? Fuck! I'm about to end it right here.